Hello, everybody. This is Up and Atom Comics, and I have a new video here for you today to talk about an artist that I have really liked, and I got something new from a Kickstarter from him just yesterday, uh, and was kind of blown away by it. So, without further ado, the artist that I'm talking about is Frederick Cooper, and he is someone that's not really tied in with the comic world per se. But if you're a fan of horror art and just classic horror movies, he is definitely somebody that you want to check out. I will link below a connection to his Instagram account and also his website if you want to check out some of the material that he does have, and these things can be purchased right now. So if you have a little FOMO from watching this, I got you covered here. So uh, anyway, the first thing about a year ago, I purchased this book from him, and he had it might have been, I'm trying to think, it was like a special sale. I'm not sure if it was like a New Year's, if it was a Black Friday type thing. But I've been following him on Instagram and seeing some of his art for a while. And he had this book that came out last year or so, which is Lux et Umbra, the monster sketch art of Frederick Cooper. And you can get an idea. That is all of his art that's around the wheel there. And his art is just absolutely phenomenal. And he kind of talks through a little bit of his process. There's some good old Frankenstein. He loves Frankenstein and Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and some of that kind of stuff. Here's some Lon Chaney, Wolfman. So some really good, great art in there. And when he had this sale, and you could get this book, but he would also provide a sketch inside. And so, as some of you may know, getting sketches is one of my weaknesses. And so I asked him, I gave him like a couple of options for things, and he really liked. I picked Uncle Creepy. So if you're familiar with the Creepy magazines, and I could tell from looking at his stuff, like he knows a lot of horror, and so he did this amazing Uncle Creepy for me, and it's kind of funny when he posts a lot about this book on Instagram. He'll feature this is one of the featured pieces that he does. So I know he really enjoyed it, but you can just see the detail and all of that. And I think when I got this with the sale, I think it was like $75 or something with the actual, new sketch in it. So I was, that was such a great deal. I was so thrilled to get that. I had a friend of mine that also went and purchased something after that. So I'm hoping this will give some props out to him and get that. So after that was done, he started a Kickstarter campaign for his next book. And his next book, which is out now, is Creature Noctis, the horror art of Frederick Cooper. And again, you got the wheel there to see some of his different art. And I think in reading, I've read through, like as soon as I got this, I started reading through it. The first section is almost all Frankenstein. Then there's a Dracula section and some different things like that. You can see just some of his, like, Christopher Lee Dracula paintings that he's done. And yeah, this is all painted work. This is not AI. This is not Photoshop. This is, I love like the wolf there. But he had, and then on the back, you got like a great Vincent Price, picture there. But he did a Kickstarter for it. And so because I got in the previous book, I definitely wanted to back it again. And so So he had this different version with Kickstarter, and it of course with enough people that backed it to make it happen. And he also had some incentives that kind of went along with the Kickstarter. So he sent along. I got three little mini prints that are all signed. And the first one here, that's really cool. It's a little Peter Cushing. Um, from there, you got the Brides of Dracula. Um, that one's just so cool. And there, as you can see, they're all signed by him. And look at that Frankenstein. That's just absolutely phenomenal. So I got those three mini prints, and what I had forgotten about is I guess it came with three a little bit larger prints. And so I have a Jason Voorhees here. Um, that's awesome. And he puts like a little COA on the back of like this is the date that it was signed and and all of that, which is really cool. And check out this Bride of Frankenstein. Absolutely stunning. And then I love this one, probably is my favorite, a Bela Lugosi Dracula. That is just phenomenal. So really excited to get those three prints. But of course, got the actual book. And as I've shown you, like a few pictures from there, this is kind of neat. He's got like a little Rocky Horror Picture Show there. And then the other one is like a little bit of a bride with some tattoos, with different horror features on there. But this book is just like every page has like some of his stunning artwork on it. And of course, I had to get a sketch. Now with the Kickstarter, the way it was originally set up is that um, you could you got the book, it was signed. If you wanted to get a sketch on top of it, it was kind of supposed to be like um, artist choice with whatever you want on there. But because I noticed that he was going to start selling these on his website with a sketch where you can actually choose what you want to do. And because I'd talked with him before, I was like, hey, is it possible for me to pick what I would want on that Kickstarter? And he was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Just tell me what you want and I'll make a little note of it. And so I asked him to do a creature from the Black Lagoon. So here is the creature. So and this is all just like sorry, it's taking a little while to focus in there. This is all just pen and ink. Absolutely just amazing stunning work. There you go. That's a little bit better to see it there. But the work that he puts into this, I mean, it's a steal in my opinion to get this type of detailed artwork on a sketch for very cheap, and to have a little memento with the actual book was just a really cool idea. So if you're interested in this type of thing, definitely go to Frederick Cooper's website. He does have those available. The latest book, and he actually has, I think, the older book available also. There was a first book that I missed, and it looks like it's out of print right now. But hoping that will get reprinted at some point. But definitely check out Frederick Cooper. Look at his Instagram. Check out his work. Absolutely amazing, amazing work. I love his art so much. So and again, check out the website and see what's there. So I'm going to dive a little further into this book. I'm pretty excited about that. But that's all I have for now. Thanks so much for thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you're having a great day, and flip through a floppy or a trade. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.